So behind me here is Pentridge Prison, previously home to some of Australia's most notorious criminals, and this evening it's going to be home to my boyfriend and I. Standing behind the camera with all the equipment.
The big camera bag.
Here he is. Yeah, you did hear me right. You can actually now pay to spend the night inside what was previously the prison. So presumably we're going to be spending the night in a cell. But they have modernised it and completely renovated it. So as soon as I heard about this, I was like, of course I have to go and test that out. You guys know me. I've previously stayed in a converted toilet, a shipping container, a pod capsule hostel, multiple train carriages, and now, to add to that list, a jail.
And I get the pleasure of joining you.
Woo! Bloody good being my +1, isn't it?
Great.
Let's go and check in. Not the biggest supermarket inside what was once the prison. Wow, even the outside you can see like they've literally still got the bars on the doors and the windows. Can you see that? It says Penal Establishment Pentridge. Ooh. And it looks very much still like a prison. Walking in here I'm like, what's my crime? What have I done? So yeah, as you can see, it's now a full-on kind of residential complex. There's a shopping centre, there's a cinema, food and beverage area, restaurant and wine bar, and of course the hotel, which I don't know what that is. We have a booking at the Interlude Hotel.
No, it should be near the building in Adina.
Okay.
So to get there, you have to go through that right gate.
Yeah.
And then turn left immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
I
perfect.
think that's where you go.
Okay, that's
What time do you run the tours? Do you have any availability today?
Yeah, we do.
So behind the prison, there is now just like an absolutely massive tower block hotel. That is not where we're staying, but this is the entrance to it. So it's a bit misleading. So random, man. Like, not what I would have expected. It is within the prison walls though. It's like the most hybrid modern thing I've ever seen. Sorry, but look at the roof. This is tripping me out. Hello. We've got a booking under Molly Thompson for the Interlude.
Just need your photo ID, Mum.
Here we go. So our current dilemma is we just cannot find our room.
108.
108. Aha. Sorry, our cell, should I say. We've been walking around here for ages. God, this is actually crazy. Look at what I'm looking at. Like, are you joking? Down here, they've got actual cell kind of vibes. Still looks like original flooring. Looks super dated. Obviously up here it's like completely modern, but you can still tell that it was a prison, and they've also kept the original doors. Wow, this is insane. What a, like, clever renovation. This is us. Oh my God, it's a tiny little door. Hobbit house.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. You know what? If prisons looked like this, I actually could commit a crime.
This is nice.
I am in shock. To my core, I am shook.
I would have committed a lot of crimes if this was the prison I got to stay in.
And this is very obviously a converted cell. There
quite
are
big.
bars on the windows.
Do you reckon it was 2? It must have been 2.
Oh, I reckon it was 3. There's
Oh,
no
really?
way. Yeah, there's no way. Do you want the house tour?
The prison tour. MTV, welcome to my cell.
This is a new one for me.
A new one for me too. Don't think I've ever toured a prison. Actually, I have. In Alcatraz. But let's do that. The first thing, I don't know if you noticed it when you first came in, the ceiling. Do you think the ceiling is sick? Like,
Yeah.
that is like the original ceiling.
I reckon a lot of this is its
Yeah.
original features.
And also you can just sort of see through here. The bars on the windows.
Yeah, guys, we actually do have bars on all of the windows still. These are the original bars, as if this was an actual cell.
We'll go through to the living area. I think this is originally 3 cells because we've got the main door here. We've got another door here. And I think there is a 3rd door here, so this is 3 cells.
Do you know what? I reckon it's actually 4, because I think that bathroom would have been the 4th.
Right, yeah, in the shower. We'll have a look when we go through. This is really nice. We've got a sofa randomly, which I wouldn't have expected. Pretty comfy.
I don't think the inmates were getting comfy, leather, high quality interiors. So as a little fun fact interlude, fun graphic overlay, just to be a little bit morbid, because let's not forget we are in a prison cell currently. This particular prison was actually home to some of Australia's most notorious criminals. I'm going to list a few on the screen. Obviously, we're not Aussie, but if you are Aussie watching this, you may have heard of some of these. However, something that is worth noting that I thought was quite interesting was that Australia's last ever execution by hanging, sorry, morbid, please don't demonetize me, YouTube, actually took place here in 1957.
In this specific room? Not really. On the other side of this, we've got a little kitchen area. What you'd expect, really. A fridge.
You say what you'd expect. I think personally that's quite a bizarre fridge.
And then a nice little tea making station. Got a coffee machine, a Smeg kettle, which is pretty cool.
Bougie.
Very bougie. And yeah, that's the other door. So that's pretty cool.
I reckon this was the actual entrance to the cell. Like, this is like sturdy, iron door. Okay, so behind me is the bedroom. Ooh, we've got lights that are not on. Hello? Okay, so behind me here is the bedroom. Now, this pretty much fits just the bed. So if you've ever wondered, what does a prison cell fit inside it? A double bed is your answer. So to show you it in full force, I think the best thing to do is this. That feels so comfy. Do you know what? I feel like this is going to be really cozy because you can kind of like cocoon yourself in. I'm guessing in a prison you don't have a double bed. I'm guessing you'd have a single bed. Wouldn't know. Never been to prison.
Prison Leeds.
I've been to prison. Traumatic memories. What's this?
Some sort of art.
Are they meant to be birds?
I think that's right, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's like freedom, apart from psych. You're not having any freedom in here. So at the end of the bed, we got a big flat screen TV.
At which point do you stop calling it a flat screen TV? Because like
I don't know, actually.
we didn't have flat- I feel like that's what people used to say in 2007 when they just converted to a flat screen TV and the big box on the back of the TV just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair enough. And then the final room, and I do have to say, I think I've left my personal favourite until last because this is the bathroom. I have to say, I bloody love the interior. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I'd want this in my house. It's quite garish, but it really fits the setting in here. And again, up here we have another window with the bars on it. I really like that they've left all of this and they've kind of like drawn attention to it. They've like tiled up to here, and then this is the original stonework, which is a nice touch. Got a lovely shower with ink and water, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Gorgeous shower head. Really funky sink. And then back out here we have Thomas. I do have to say, I think the cost of the minibar is a little extortionate. $6 for a still water. And guys, there's no water in the room. So like, having just seen this, I was like, oh, maybe there's water. No, there isn't. There is milk. That's the only thing that's in this fridge. 1 carton of milk. On check-in, we got our choice of a bottle of white, a bottle of red, or a bottle of sparkling. They're actually aiding the crime. They're giving me alcohol. They're supplying me with wine on arrival. I like this place a lot. I have a feeling, a sneaky feeling, they were not doing that to the prisoners when they were arriving. But yeah, I got this bottle included in the price. I will get into the cost of it more in a little bit. You guys can tell me in the comments, as always, if you think it's worth it and if you think that you would stay here. But bear in mind, so before we get any further into this video, I actually wanted to include a little giveaway because Christmas is coming up and I really wanted to say the biggest thank you for all of the support on my YouTube content this year. I've enjoyed creating content of this style so much. I really feel as though I've kind of found a niche that I enjoy researching, filming, editing, putting out into the world so much that incorporates everything that I love: lifestyle, travel, wacky and wonderful hotel stays. Who knew that was a hobby? So this is going to be really simple. I am basically going to be giving away a £100 flight gift voucher, and this is basically a voucher redeemable on over 400 airlines worldwide. Now previously when I've done this, I've picked a specific airline, but obviously right now I'm currently in Australia. People like Ryanair or EasyJet that I've given away vouchers for before wouldn't really work for anybody watching in those countries, and I just feel as though this gives you so much flexibility to get £100 off pretty much any flight, or if you're super savvy, multiple flights for £100 if you are spending it on Ryanair. This is not an affiliation with Flight Gift or any airline at all. This is just me wanting to gift this back to you guys that clearly also enjoy travel content. And the way it's going to work is super easy. The winner of this giveaway is going to be picked at random from the comments of this YouTube video. So if you want to win, all you have to do is tag a social media handle that I can contact you on. Imagine a random generator's picking through the comments. If your comment comes up, I need to be able to get in touch with you. So all you have to do is drop a social media at and make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel, and it is as easy as that. This giveaway is going to run until the 23rd of December, and the winner will be announced on my Instagram on Christmas Eve. So this is hopefully a really nice little addition to somebody's Christmas and a fun way of giving back to you guys, because I wouldn't be able to create videos like this if you guys weren't watching, and this year particularly has been one of my favorites when it comes to doing stuff like this. So I'm going to stop waffling now because this clip has been quite long. All the terms and conditions will be linked down below as well, just so that you can have a proper read. And without further ado, we are going to head for dinner now. I'm bloody excited to try this prison food, let me tell you. Now that you've heard all about the terms and conditions of the giveaway that is running alongside this video, our priority
is food.
Obviously.
When is it not? I think I would definitely struggle with prison food.
I think I would definitely. I'm not sure they're catering for vegetarians in jail.
Oh, for sure. No, that wouldn't have even been a thing.
No, definitely
when
not.
this prison was here.
Well, this actually stopped being a prison in 1997, not that long ago.
Wow.
Actually quite recently. That's almost my lifetime. Not quite, guys, but almost. When I was doing my research on this, I was thinking, do you know what would be really cool if we could eat in the jail as well? And that is a restaurant, so that is what we are about to go and do. I'm so excited. I've not even looked at the menu, which is so unlike me.
You can't order room service as well, but I feel like there isn't really anywhere to sit.
Yeah, there's not a table. Plus, I kind of want to explore a bit more, like jail tour.
Do you want the jail tour?
We've got to stop singing that song.
Sorry.
Such an earworm. Right, we are gonna go.
Now, as we headed down for dinner, I wanted to fill you in on a couple of other bits and bobs that this hotel actually had that we either did not have time to try or did not realise were there. Because it is actually so cool. So there are 19 individual unique suites, so it's a very, very small hotel. There is also a subterranean swimming pool, which I did know that it had, but knew that we probably wouldn't have time to check out. There's a reflection garden. There are multiple other restaurants. There's a wine bar. You can actually do a wine tasting here. Now, like I mentioned, a priority for us was trying out the restaurant because this, as you can see, is kind of the central section that would have been the middle of the jail that they have converted into a very bougie, very, very nice restaurant and bar.
We are currently having dinner in a prison cell. Never had dinner in a prison cell before.
Never had water in a prison cell before.
Never had a cocktail in a prison cell before.
Never had a burger in a prison cell before.
Never had a salad in a prison cell before.
It's like that rapping game, isn't it?
Have you ever seen a bat in a cat with a hat?
Have you ever had water while stuck in a cell? Have you ever drank a cocktail and rang a bell?
And if you haven't seen that TikTok trend, we sound insane. But anyway, this is what I'm currently looking at. As you can see, we've got interconnecting cells. We've got Thomas.
This prison cell is like a little table, room with a table. So
Yeah.
It's kind of like private, but open.
Yeah, it's like private dining, but not private dining. They've obviously opened them all up. I presume they weren't connected. Behind me, we've got another window with bars on it.
Oh, that's good.
We do like ASMR.
Yeah.
Never done prison ASMR before. I've never drank an espresso martini in a prison before. We're just not funny.
I know.
Everyone watching this is just going to be like, you're really annoying.
Yeah, I know. Comment down below, guys. What's your cocktail of choice? What would you have if you could order anything? Because the bar was pretty well equipped. Like, this wasn't on the menu. They can make you anything. What are you ordering?
I'd hope they can make an espresso martini. It's a pretty entry-level cocktail.
All right. I'd struggle.
I have a question for the viewers. Have you ever done anything in a prison before?
Oh,
Because I've done quite a lot of things now.
that could be a risky game. Do we want to know? That's a good coffee.
Coffee?
Alcoholic coffee. Stracciatella, tomato and peach. Should we do a taste test?
Good.
I just love stracciatella cheese. We've got the goods. I've got deep fried broccoli, bit rogue with sour cream, soy sauce, I think. This is my stracciatella, tomato, peach. Tom has a classic beef burger with fries, and I think I also have some sourdough coming, but I'm actually not sure. And then my course spritz is very nearly gone. Burger verdict.
Banging.
Out of 10.
A 9?
9 out of 10.
I don't think anything's
Whoa.
perfect, but this is pretty good.
Tell me that sourdough is not looking sexy. Okay, so in a ton of events post-dinner, we have learned that they actually run guided tours of the prison. And the last one of the night is at 8:30, so it's actually a nighttime tour of the prison itself. So we're gonna see if we can join it. I obviously did not know that this was a thing, although it makes complete sense that they would do something like this. Yeah, a bit of a last minute addition, but shall we see if we can join it?
Let's do it. I think we can.
I will say all of the staff have been really, really lovely, like very attentive, checking on us, just like it feels that you're getting a premium experience for sure. Ooh, night tours. Scary. We have got tickets to the night tour and we are about to embark on our adventure. It's an hour and a half long. Embark, yeah.
Big vocabulary tonight.
Do we think I need a fridge magnet?
Now, I'm going to be voicing some of this over because you just could not hear it that well, but basically the first half of the tour was outside and we learned a lot about how many escape attempts there had been.
There were 19 escapes from Pentridge. All of Pentridge was about 130 acres. Out the back that way was farmland. And one day in 1955, 5 prisoners escaped all at once through the farmland.
Genuinely, guys, it kind of feels like people were constantly trying to break out of this place. The security seems really bad.
Sorry, the fact that there is now a brew dog on this site, look at that. That is literally just a pub with like prison style gates at the front of it. So random. Got a tequila bar on this side. Got a really cute dog. It's definitely a bit of an upgrade.
And then after we'd finished the outside part of this tour, we actually headed to the H division, which was the high security unit for this jail and kind of where the very worst inmates were kept. And guys, this sounded brutal. brutal. Prison systems back then, honestly, some of the stories that we heard in this place was genuinely terrifying, and even walking around, because it's been left exactly how it looked and all of the rooms were kind of replicated to how they actually were. Let me put it this way, I physically would not have survived in there. It definitely gave me a bit more insight into the kind of place that we were staying, and I'm not gonna lie, potentially put me off actually sleeping here.
Okay, so remember, each division was meant to be a punishment division. Now, prisoners tell stories of great brutality and violence when it comes to Hague's division. Some guards say some of that happened, some guards say none of that happened, some guards say all of that happened. Different perspectives, different time periods, different levels of honesty.
Okay, here we have it, guys. Pretty much exactly as it was left.
Things you didn't expect to see in a prison cell.
So this is a bit more of a proper look at what an actual cell would have looked like. So obviously I was kind of right earlier when I said our room that we're staying in the B block is a replica of this, but they've obviously knocked through 4 walls because this is pretty much the size of one of those compartments. And as you can see, it's just got a tiny toilet, this area, and then a single mattress on the floor, and that is literally it. Like, that's all you could have space for, but you can tell that it's the same because they've got the same like barred windows with the same like stone cut out here. I do personally prefer our room. I think I know where I would rather sleep. I do have to say, I much prefer the interior of the block that we are staying in, which has been completely modernised and renovated, although it is the same layout, so you definitely can see the resemblance. And just like that, we're back in our own cell. I am really, really bloody grateful to be in the 5-star swanky version compared to this. I'm a girl that likes a bit of luxury. Don't get me wrong, I can rough it, I can stay in a hostel. Actually, I have stayed in some hostels that look like a prison.
Yeah, we've stayed in worse hostels than what we just saw.
Actually, at least you get a private cell.
Yeah, and your own toilet.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'm joking, guys. Honestly, that tour was really interesting. I'm glad that we did it. If you're watching this because you're ever going to be here, I actually really, really recommend doing it. And if you're not staying in the hotel, I recommend doing it as an activity just when you're in Melbourne, because it was definitely interesting. I learned a lot about like Australia's criminal history, but specifically this prison was like a really high security prison. They had like the big names staying in those cells that we just had a tour of. And personally, I don't think I would have survived.
Shout out to Sandra, our tour guide.
Yes,
She was great.
She was great.
You got like little iPods and like a headset during the tour as well, so you could actually listen to stories from the real prisoners, like the actual prisoners.
Yeah, very similar to how it's done in Alcatraz, actually. Similar vibes, similar levels of security, similar levels of criminals as well. So yeah, definitely really interesting. Glad we did that. Feel I've got a bit more context. Hopefully I've voiced over a couple of those clips. It was difficult to film, obviously there was a lot of other people on that tour. But now we are back in the room and we are pretty much ready to hit the hay on something I'm so excited to do.
Try out the bed.
That as well. No, have a shower.
Oh yeah.
It's been a sweaty day in Melbourne today. It's been 34.
And now it's freezing.
That's Melbourne for you.
4 seasons in a day. What was that? Never have I in a prison before.
Never have I. Well, I'm about to go and have a shower. Never have I showered in a prison before. Thankfully, guys, it's not in a prison shower block. It's in that bougie shower. So let's go. Can I just say, obsessed with the lighting in this bathroom. This is the best lighting in this whole place. Everywhere else is quite spotlit, quite dark. Going for like dingy prison vibes, I suppose. But in here, gorgeous, gorgeous lighting. And now, the highlight of the day. By the way, I want you to note the constant stripes throughout this video. That is a deliberate choice. I look like one of those comedic cartoons of like somebody robbing a bank. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sometimes I actually go insane when I'm in a hotel room for too long, just with my own thoughts. Not even with my own thoughts tonight, my boyfriend actually is here. But like when I am alone and I just have my own thoughts, I'm like, wow, I'm literally going to do lally immediately. Then I was thinking, imagine I was one of those prisoners that was actually in solitary confinement. I'd be scaling the walls within 3 days.
We have got a Sauvignon Blanc Semillon 2024.
I'm just laughing at what was the accent?
The Sauvignon Blanc Semillon. It is 2024.
I don't even think. Are you doing Italian?
Français.
French. Brilliant.
Taste test. Oh, it's got a good crunch. It's good.
Yeah, you've got to see if it gets legs. Silly saying it.
It's good, yeah.
I eat the thing from Frozen.
Ooh, big summer blood.
This is what I mean. Imagine we were actually in solitary confinement.
Never had Sauvignon Blanc in a prison before. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I don't reckon that many people have had Sauvignon
No.
Blanc in a prison. Actually, they probably smuggle it in.
It says Liverpool on it.
Oh my god, after all that.
It says Liverpool range.
So after all of that doing a French accent, you should have been doing a Scouse one.
Yeah, of course. So we got the Sauvignon Blanc Semillon 2024.
That's a big glass. I thought we were having a little glass.
Just a small glass. It's not going to pour back in now.
To our Scouse French friends, if there's any of you out there that's genuinely both, please do let us know. It should have probably been in the fridge.
I don't mind that.
Tom does the Scouse accent at the best of times, so we're gonna go. I wonder what early 1900s prison skincare routine looked like. Do you reckon there was one? Okay, I do have to say, this could potentially be the comfiest bed I've ever laid in. Genuinely, I mean that, and I say that all the time because as soon as a pillow feels like this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the comfiest bed I've ever slept in, but for real?
The pillows are nice. The pillows are nice. The bedding's a bit thick for me, but
No, I love a thick duvet. I want to feel like I'm being weighed down by a heavy duvet.
Yeah, I knew you'd like this bedding.
I will say there's a potential I could get warm, but we're just going to put the aircon back on. Anyway, I am hopefully about to flick the lights out and I'll speak to you in the morning and not in between. I mean, whilst we were on the tour, one of the other guests at the very end was like, so do you get many ghosts around here? And I was like, right, please, I don't want to hear the answer to that. I just want to have a night's sleep, and then I'm going to Google if this place is haunted. Not before. So hopefully we're not going to have any creepy visitors in the night, any spooky goings on. If we hear anything, I'm just thinking that it's a hotel now. Like, there's other people around.
Don't know how booked up it is tonight, though.
Shut up. It's full. And we shall see you in the morning. I think I can turn the lights up from here.
I'm so ready for bed.
Good night. Oh, good night.
The next day.
Good morning. That's about right, to be fair. Oh. Again, guys, the third bank robber outfit of this video is a deliberate choice, guys. I don't know what I think I'm doing. Can we briefly interlude this video to talk about the fact that every kettle is designed for a right-handed person, and as a left-handed person I want the handle on this side, but everything else is always over here. I don't even know how this works. Right, turn it on while I help. Whoa, it talks. Can you tell that I'm not bougie and I have no idea how this works? Okay, usually just a switch though, isn't it? Is it on? After all of that with the smeg, I didn't even use the kettle. So we are about to check out, and once we have checked out, I'm gonna let you know how much this cost, and then you can tell me if you think it was worth it. I will say, I had a good sleep. Didn't have the best sleep though. It was definitely quite warm in here. Tom maybe was right about that. But also I think that I just woke up in the night and it did feel a bit creepy. Like, obviously I don't know about Tom. He felt like he was sleeping better than me, but I think he could sleep through anything. I was just kind of like, Suddenly, I was very hyper aware of the fact that other people have slept in that exact cell that were prisoners, that were criminals, that were like notoriously frightening people. Made me feel weird. Made me feel uneasy. We are saying goodbye to this gorgeous, gorgeous bathroom. Womp.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's press the escape button. How would you rate your sleep out of 10?
Like a 7?
Really? I thought you looked like you was having the best sleep ever. Oh yeah, there she is, guys. Time to say ciao to the prison cell. Right, it's time to check out. Are we ready to go? I will say this lobby doesn't match the rest of the experience, does it? Because it's the lobby for like 2 hotels, I think. Because they've got like the Sky Block Hotel over here. Prison Hotel, which is that way, but this feels like completely different. We have just checked out. The prisoners behind us. We have survived a night in a cell. I'm also so sorry about the sounds of the kookaburras and the birds behind us. The Australian wildlife, guys. I have been saying the whole time, I'm going to tell you the cost.
It is 380 Australian dollars. Which
Per
is
night.
roughly £190.
Yep, £190, $380. I'll put the American conversion on the screen as well, just for any of you guys that really care. I personally think that that was worth it because that was for 2 people. Yes, it's expensive, but you're paying for a premium experience. You're not paying for a hostel, you're not paying for a Premier Inn, you're paying for a really unique stay. Something I thought was interesting was that that's almost the exact same price as what it cost me to stay in the converted toilet in Oxford. Toilet, prison cell. Neither a desirable location, both marketing themselves as like bougie premium experiences just because of how unique they are. Let me know in the comments. For £190, would you spend a night in that cell?
Do you know what I do like about this hotel is that they've like done like a modern take on it as well. So like there's a high-rise building for the same hotel chain, So you can stay in that, which is still in the prison but fancy, or you can actually stay in the prison cells like what we did.
And I will say it was the cell element that was unnerving me a little bit. Like, it was really cool while we were in there and all the lights were on, but as soon as we turned the lights off, I did kind of feel quite enclosed.
Yeah.
And obviously we had 4 cells, like, imagine we actually just had 1. Anyway, we are going to wrap this video up because we have to head back into the city, but thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. 50% of my audience are not subscribed to my channel, which is forever a mind-blowing stat.
Ridiculous.
Also, the giveaway is going to be running until the 23rd of December, and like I already explained, it is so straightforward to enter. All you have to do is drop a comment, and other than that, I can take my jail outfit off now. I'm free.
You've escaped.
My shackles are gone. Still never decided on our crime. What did we do to end up in there? I'll leave that with you guys to work out.